Hi everyone, it's me. Just before we begin this video really quickly, I just want to say before you show up in the comments or even have the thought, I just want to let you know, no, I did not make a mistake about what I saw in 2017 with the craft of unknown origin. This was a totally different experience, and it just proves that sometimes you just do not know things, and that's okay because you can learn. So I hope that you enjoy this video, and I just want to say that something like this has never been seen in the area in which I lived before. So thank you very much for watching, and I hope you enjoy this video. Take care. Bye. Hi everyone, it's me. Oh, I forgot to turn off the air machine. Just give me a second. Sorry about that. So anyway, last night, okay, hope you're well. Today is November 5th, 2025 at 9:22 p.m. So last night when I was outside around 5:30, I saw something in the sky that shocked the hell out of me. Before you think I'm an idiot or anything, because I'm not dumb, I've seen rocket launches before, but we're going to talk about this because this is something you need to see if you haven't ever seen this with your own eyeballs, because I never did. And I had found a video here to show you just how big rockets can get, because this wasn't a dinky little rocket flying through the sky. This was friggin' huge. This image that you're seeing here is what I saw last night in the sky, okay? I had that lady, Linda, she hasn't been back. She went to go and visit one of her family members, so I don't know when she'll be back, but I'm going to get the footage, and I'll get what I see, but we can still see footage of it here. I have seen rockets before with the little swirly thing in the sky, very pretty, long-ass tail, you know what I mean? But this was stationary. It looked like an S, just like this, going through the sky. There's some footage of it below. This is a weather network, so, like, I don't know about these ads here. I hope they're not going to screw it up. It's loading an ad. But we have a super moon going on right now. Where was that? Where it showed pictures and footage. Well, I guess we're just going to have to watch the stupid-ass ad. But anyway, yeah, so I'm just standing there chit-chatting with Linda and her friend. And then all of a sudden, the sky lit right up. I'm like, what the heck? This huge, like, it looked almost like a long, like, submarine type of thing, right? But it was gigantic. Like, it wasn't no dinky little thing flying through the sky. It was really close. And where I live, we're in a meteor hole, so we're even lower in altitude. It was so massive. Look at this. This is the footage here. But the camera doesn't do it justice. When you see it, it was huge. That's a bigger shot right there. Look at it. It's stationary. It's not swirling. Look like an S with two, like, mist coming off the end. That's condensation. But when you see it like this, it looks like light. But it's not. It was the biggest thing. On the bottom of it, as it's flying over us, I saw a string of lights. White lights. It had regular, like, standard light. This is where it came from. I just can't figure out how it was so close. I understand that they go up and then they take kind of on like this and then extend in altitude, okay? But, like, that was incredibly big. And there was no sound. And I understand because of the height of it and the size of it. That's what we need to figure out, how friggin' big it was, because if you don't know, they get way bigger than even the Empire State Building. Okay? So let's jump over here. And I found this, okay? This video here is 3 minutes, but this is how big they are. That's a person. This is where we started out, and it's going to show you just how big they get. And I had no clue that they were this large. I didn't know. And it had these, like I said, it had a line of lights, and then it had one bigger blinking light, and then it had more white lights and another blinking light. I seen it go across the sky. I had enough time to see this. Like, it was like just cruising. And then I thought Linda was recording. I got it when it already came over, and then it was just about here in the sky. As it went away, it got smaller, right? But it was unbelievably large. Look how big. They just keep getting bigger. I had no idea that they get this massive in size, because this is nothing. And the names are something else too, if you didn't notice that. Firefly Elf is pretty cute. I like that one. But I had no idea this was this big. Like I said, I've seen the little spirals. They're very pretty, and it's so beautiful to see this with your own eyeballs. It's different when you're seeing it on the camera or the TV or your phone. It's totally different. It's very beautiful. But yeah, that one there, it's 115 feet, but they get bigger and bigger. And I was not aware. I didn't know they were this big. I guess it really puts things into perspective, about size and distance and all that. Because this one had to be massive. If it was that high up, and it had to be a huge fucking rocket. It was incredible. And it cruises slow enough that you can get a really good look. Like, it's not fast. It wasn't like a comet or a meteor or anything like that. Look, it's going to show you again now. This is a person. And this is how big this sucker is. It's huge. That's 170 feet, but we'll keep going. So, like, whatever it was that flew over had to be enormous. Because I was just flabbergasted. I didn't go straight to aliens or anything, but I had no clue what that was. The length of it, it almost looked like a rock. But then it had blinking lights on it, you know what I mean? I thought maybe it was a friggin' comet or something. But it was huge. That would have friggin' killed us all. Look, this one here, Saturn 1B, is 223 feet. That's really big. Imagine that cruising through the sky. It was giant. We're almost to the end now. That's 308 feet, Aries 1. The Artemis 1 is 321 feet. So this is why. Because when I'm like, a rocket? I thought about it all day. Look at this last one. I gotta pause it here before it covers it up there, but that there is the Empire freaking State Building. That starship there by the United States, it's 393 feet. I was not aware. So this thing flies over me when I'm standing out there before I went for my walk. And we were all just flabbergasted. The older lady was like, "Oh, that's scary." I'm like, no, you don't need to be scared. Nothing bad's happening to us. We're okay. But I did not know. And it wasn't like that thing wasn't swirling. Here, I'll go back and show you the image again. It wasn't swirling or anything. It was stationary. Just like that. Going through the fucking sky. It wasn't swirling or nothing. So I'm like, because of course I've seen other ones like that. You know? You've had to have seen that. Hold on. I'm going to pause and bring up a video. Hold on. Okay, check this out. It's on the news in, looks like Boston, Massachusetts.
We've been getting these pictures from many viewers about an image in the sky. This is from Jimmy in Worcester. So you know what we're going to do?
You're going to ask who?
We're going to turn to Mr. Wizard.
I knew you were going to call him that.
It's a rocket launch is what it is.
A rocket?
Yeah. Probably the Ariane 6. It was launched from French Guiana about a little after 4 o'clock this afternoon. What happens is they travel into the upper atmosphere and they release excess fuel. Once that fuel hits the upper atmosphere, it freezes, makes ice crystals up there. And so you get this swirl that happens in the atmosphere. We've had it happen a couple of times before. Everything has to be just right to see it, but that's what you're looking at. So probably the Ariane 6 is what caused that one. So no,
So it doesn't happen every single time either. Okay, just a second. Okay, look at that. See, this was another rocket launch. Look how pretty it is. But do you see how it can be, like you can mistake these? It kind of looks like an S2. Just like, I mean, it's definitely not the same. That's way, way better. But there's these type of swirly things as well. Hold on. Okay, so this one's going to keep going through. But look, see, it's like a swirly thing. I'm used to seeing stuff like these. But it was really different what I saw last night. It was very cool. Very pretty. If you can see one of these, try to catch it in the sky. Because it is something to behold, I'll tell you that. Yeah. That swirly S thing in the sky was incredible. But anyway, I've shown you a few examples here. So I just wanted to clear that up. You know, I said I saw something in the sky look like a giant X. Didn't know what it was. And I was excited to show you the footage, but now we've seen it, you know. So I'm so relieved. But I'll still try to get it and I'll show you. But that was wild, man. That had to be a really, really big rocket. But anyway, I'm super tired. If I can find the rest of the information about it, like how big that actually was, I'll just put it down in the description below or in the pinned comment, okay? But that was quite the experience to behold. So if you can see something like that, it is so beautiful to see that with your eyeballs, with like, you know, in person and experience. It's not the same at all seeing it like this on a screen. Okay? So I hope you enjoyed this. Thank you very much for listening. Yeah, and I will talk with you soon. Okay? So take care, everybody. Bye!